One thing many people don't understand and don't think about when it comes to education and employment is how much control Wall Street, military industrial complex, and the CIA have over the people by controlling education. One example, and this is not talking about that, but this shows the whole scenario, the whole scene of how it works. Trade unions, when they train people, limit the amount of people that can go through their programs to learn bricklaying, carpentry, and the whole purpose of controlling how many people make it through these programs is to keep the value of their labor up, to keep their pay scales high. Now that's the same thing, when it comes to like Wall Street, the way they control education. City education systems are totally different than the suburbs. Why? Because these people want their children to have a leg up on the average everyday people. The education that people in the suburbs get is more geared towards higher paying jobs, but they make sure that in the cities that these people's education does not include that. They keep the education low, only on math, reading, simple skills. No leadership skills, nothing that's going to keep them up with the children of the people in the suburbs. They purposely do that. It's a form of oppression. It's to make sure that you don't make it above their children. They want their children to have all the advantages, why we have nothing. We're just forced to do menial labor tasks for minimum wage, or that's what they would love, minimum wage. Unions make sure we get paid more, but that's getting to be bad. Truth is, though, in Greece, way back in BC, when Greece was like the center of all intellectual everything, that's where the whole idea of Western society was formed by all the debates and the back and forth of all the people, the philosophers and all that of ancient Greece. And their education system, everyone had to learn to debate before you were even to look at things like mathematics and reading and all. You had to learn to debate. Now, if that was the way it was in America, if everybody had to go through that where you had to learn to debate, put your ideas out there, put them up against other people's ideas, this would be a one-class society. That's what they do not want. That's why they will never allow this stuff to be in the education systems of the poor and middle class. It's an attempt to try to make them permanently lower class. They don't want you to be able to think for yourself, to think deeply. They want you to be a shallow thinking being. And thus, you'll never be able to climb the ladder. That's their attempt to make it so difficult for you to climb that ladder that it's virtually impossible. The education system in America is one of the most oppressive of all history. Just think about it. Also, if you think about it, back in the antebellum days, back when slavery was still around, it was against the law to teach a slave to read. You could be punished. You could be thrown in jail for that. Why? Because the more ignorant a person is, the easier it is to control them. That's one of the reasons right now they're trying to make college so unaffordable for the masses, because they want us stupid, ignorant fools. They do not care about us, not one bit. And that includes the neoliberals and the Republicans. Neoliberals are moderate Republicans. The Republicans have pretty much just become a fascist party. That's what we got. Moderate Republicans, moderate conservatives, and extremist conservatives. There is no left in this country. That's why we are getting so oppressed in this country.